Opportunities through Channel 31 Melbourne. Whether your business is large or small, promotion really works on Channel 31.
All set, track slow, rail true. 5.9 the penetrometer. Off now. Weather Alert bounded sideways at the start and contacted Primrose Penny. Away quickly is Palace Star, and just behind them Steal the Show. Pushing up near the inside, Rain Danzig. Booney Jammer showing some pace. Progress Lass and Danelaw getting back in the field as they settle down. And Golden Justice back last of all. Now Palace Star goes through in the centre, and it's a narrow leader. With the rail is Steal the Show. Weather Alert on the outside of these is third in company with Rain Danzig. Booney Jammer fifth on the inside, and then Danelaw. My Juliet, Primrose Penny wide out, and back behind them Progress Lass, followed by Golden Jester and Go Spending. Into the straight now, and Steal the Show with the inside rail, just the leader. Booted up to be about a neck in front. On the outside is Palace Star. Clear of Booney Jammer. Danelaw getting up on the inside. Weather Alert only battling along at the moment, and My Juliet with a run. Primrose Penny is next. Danelaw going through in the centre. My Juliet on the outside are claiming the leader, Palace Star. My Juliet and Danelaw. My Juliet takes the lead on the outside, got half a length in front, and My Juliet a half length to Danelaw. 2 lengths to Palace Star third, in front of Weather.
Side of Express Odds and 2.5 Life's a Rainbow. Length and a half further back is Dracula, followed closely by Tesla's Dream. In that pack too is George Sang, followed by Suwani, and over on the inside is Gasinski. Racing down past the 700 metres to the music, 3/4 Rescue, a length Wicked Burrito, 1.5 Express Odds and the Primate, 2 Life's a Rainbow, 3 lengths to George Sang, followed by Little, and then Tesla's Dream, and further back is Dracula, followed by Gasinski and Suwani. Around the corner, 400 to go, and to the music, first into the straight, a length Wicked Burrito, who's racing a little greenly, followed by Express Odds, to the Primate, a length to Life's the Rainbow. At the 200 metres, and to the music, going all right, leads about a length and a half. On the outside, Express Odds, and now Life's a Rainbow putting in its claim. It's coming quickly, looking good. Life's a Rainbow swept past Express Odds and to the music, and Life's a Rainbow wins it well. Express Odds second, and flying for third, Dracula in front of To the Music, who walked the last 100.
Brightia fifth, the outside Cognac forced to race wide at the 800, and they were followed 2 lengths away by Rose Finale on the outside of Innovations. On the side they race towards the home turn, 670 metres out, and Toylina cuddled in front, does it nicely for the moment, a half 3/4 clear of Easy Landing and Cognac. Skimmer back behind them, biding a time, and they were followed on the outside by South Brightia as Skimmer attempts to get away from the rail. Not a lot of room for her. Further back, Innovations and Rose Finale. Now there's a run for Skimmer, but Easy Landing's gone to Toylina. Skimmer is starting to put in her claim, and down the outside, Cognac has been wide throughout, but sticks on gamely. Easy Landing and Toylina. Skimmer taking time to get to them with 200 a run. Easy Landing is holding on. Skimmer tries hard, but Easy Landing slipped away, and Easy Landing's going to go home and score nicely. Skimmer will get up and run second. It'll be a battle for third, but it's Easy Landing from Skimmer. Toylina held third, South Brightia fourth, Cognac fifth. Further back, 3 lengths off Innovations, and last in was Rose Finale.
Often racing over at the 1400, Cairns Love fractionally slow. Court Dancer gets back at the start with Caniana about third or fourth last. And Matilda from the outside barrier is going to find the lead pretty comfortably. Over in front of Fleischer up to second on the rail. Smidgen is third. Hit and Giggle easing back a little. Followed by Cairns Love sneaking through on the inside of her now. And then My Little Lucy and Caniana. Over on the inside, Western Reality and 2 lengths to Court Dancer. Heading to the 1,000. And Matilda the leader. A length and a half clear. Fleischer is second. 1.5 to Cairns Love now third on the inside of Smidgen. Next in the field is Hit and Giggle over on the outside from My Little Lucy, and then Caniana back on the fence, and a couple to Court Dancer and Western Reality together at the back. 700 to go. Matilda by 1 length to Fleischer. A length and a half away is Smidgen. On the inside, fourth is Cairns Love, followed by Hit and Giggle. 1 My Little Lucy, Caniana over on the inside. Court Dancer starting a run, and Western Reality last of all coming to the turn. 500 a run, and Matilda around the bend just in front. On the outside, second is Fleischer, and about a length and a half or 2 away then came Cairns Love and Smidgen. Caniana getting up along the inside of those. My Little Lucy is next under the whip, and then Hit and Giggle and Court Dancer at the 250 metre mark now, and here come the runs on the outside. Cairns Love and Fleischer are getting to the lead together. On the outside of Smidgen, it's Cairns Love, Fleischer and Smidgen now. Cairns Love, Fleischer and Smidgen, a 3-way slogging go. Fleischer's going home the best near the inside, and Fleischer's won at half a length on the post. Cairns Love will get second, a nose in front of Smidgen, I'd say. Clear then of Matilda, and then came Court Dancer.
And on impulse jumped all right. Very quickly was Majestic, Shoe for You. Majestic drifting back behind them, Brooke Chenet. Out wider on the track, coming across solidly is Bridget Ann, and with it too coming inside of it now is Gold Crystal as they're about to link up onto the course proper towards the 600-metre mark, and Bridget Ann swept to the front, a length clear. Second place in Gold Crystal on impulse back behind those, and they were followed then by Majestic making ground. Further back behind those, Shoe for You, and they were followed out wide by Chorus Lady. Brooke Chenet's in that division, and so too was Princess Boogie. And last of all over on the outside is Special Blend, but Bridget Ann shows the way down towards the 300-metre mark from Gold Crystal, about to lay down the challenge. He's gone for the whip on the leader, and she found a length. Gold Crystal comes after her now. Bridget Ann and Gold Crystal a mile in front of the others. Gold Crystal and Bridget Ann. Bridget Ann, Gold Crystal gradually drawing clear, and Gold Crystal will come away and win by a length and a quarter to Bridget Ann. 4 lengths or 3.5 away third, Special Blend. They were followed close up then by Shoe for You on impulse. Further back then Princess Boogie. Chorus Lady has beaten two in. They were Majestic, and a long last was Brooke Chenet.
And also away quickly Ruling Regent. Elegancy going up on the outside, and I Love Kiev is settling just away from the pace in the early stages. At the 1,000 now, Dana Jaya worked to the lead over Elegancy second. I Love Kiev going up to third. Settling fourth on the inside, Miss Jugar, and 2 lengths further back is Ruling Regent. A length and a half behind these is King Midas. Then Let's Cut Loose, and back at the end of the field, 2 lengths away is Elegant Lass outside Source of Divorce. Dana Jaya the leader at the 600. Elegancy a neck away. 2 lengths to Miss Jugar, a half I Love Kiev. 2 back fifth on the inside to Ruling Regent, Let's Cut Loose, King Midas, and then Elegant Lass coming to the outside and Source of Divorce. Dana Jaya first into the men at the 400, led Elegance to the outside and Miss Jugar third. I Love Kiev 2 lengths away is called on for the finishing run, and then King Midas and Ruling Regent. Elegant Lass is still back last, nearing the 200. Stablemate Dana Jaya in front of Elegancy and Miss Jugar on the inside. Let's Cut Loose is making a bit of ground. Dana Jaya still has it at the 100-metre mark. Let's Cut Loose, Elegancy trying hard. Dana Jaya in front. Let's Cut Loose and Elegancy trying to get to the leader. Dana Jaya's pulling out plenty though. Dana Jaya 1.5 lengths. Miss Jugar got out late and grabbed second. Photo for third there. Close up with those is King Midas on the outside, and Elegancy from Let's Cut Loose, and back behind those to finish in the race was Ruling Regent, followed by
Inferno, who's pratted just a shade wide from Light Year. Then Ivory Walk, Straight Talker, and last of all is Forest Call. No speed on, racing down past the 1,000 metres, and Dodge shows the way from Countess Katia. Wider out is Overall. One off the fence next is the Country Galloper Zulu Chief as they walk down the side from Gold Ken. Then Red Ferno, Light Year, Straight Talker the inside from Ivory Walk, and 3/4 Forest Call. As they head down to the 700, still no change in the order, and Dodge in the Ingham livery, the All Cerise, 3/4 of a length clear on Countess Katia. Overall having no luck, followed by Zulu Chief on the inside of Gold Ken, who's well posied. Wider out next outside of Gold Ken is Red Ferno from Light Year, and then Straight Talker, Ivory Walk, and 2 to Forest Call last as they round the corner. Dodge, Countess Katia, and Overall. Zulu Chief back to the inside, plenty of room, and Gold Ken is putting in his claim. 2 to Light Year and a length the Straight Talker. At the 200 metres, Dodge is just the leader. On the outside, Gold Ken is giving chase, followed by Overall, and Zulu Chief is coming up on the inner, but Dodge is the leader. Dodge has got a winning break. Zulu Chief and Gold Ken second and third, and Dodge wins well from Zulu Chief. Third, Gold Ken. Fourth, Light Year. Fifth, Overall. And then Countess Katia, Forest Call, Straight Talker.
Side from over on the outside court order, and they show the way. A couple in front of Sovereign Game. Trista Century settles nicely fourth, so does Century Boss, fifth the rail. Over the crossing, followed by Mahatma, then National Asset back the black, and last of all Pride of Kaylee. Into the far side, and Heaven Dancer about a length in front of court order. Followed third placing by Sovereign Game, the leader throwing the head about. Trista Century next from Currency Boss, and then came further back in the field Mahatma. They were followed further back behind them by National Asset, and one of the last now is Back the Black, who's back there with Pride of Kaylee. So they move along the far side of the course, and the leaders were Heaven Dancer and Court Order, but Heaven Dancer's got away now, 2 lengths in front of Court Order. A length and a half Sovereign Game, 2.5 Trista Century, followed by Currency Boss, and then Mahatma, National Asset. 2 or 3 away, then making a little bit of ground now is Back the Black, and 1 length Pride of Kaylee. Heaven Dancer leads them to the 1,000 by about a half, 3/4 to in second placing over on the outside, Court Order. A length and a half, Sovereign Game, 1 1/4 away. Fourth, the favourite, Trista Century, and Currency Boss is right there with it. Then National Asset, followed by Back the Black, getting up on the inside of Mahatma, and they've dropped Pride of Kaylee off about 2 1/2 away. 800 out. Heaven Dancer clicks up in control and steals a bit of a break here. 2 1/2 in front of Court Order. 1 away behind those. Sovereign Game niggled at, and so too is Trista Century. And then came National Asset starting to unwind. Further back along the inside, there is Sovereign Game. Went back very sharply through the field, having to get around it. Currency Boss, Mahatma, Back the Black, and last Pride of Kaylee in the straight. Trista Century goes to Heaven Dancer. National Asset's got the last crack at the pair, and it swept past him in a stride. Well back in the field, then came Currency Boss and Mahatma, but National Assets are getting well clear at the 200. It's going to be a back-to-back double here for the Balfour stable. National Assets drawing right away. He's found form today. He was very much on his toes going out onto the track, and he's run right up to the action and goes home to score by about 4. Nearly a dead heat, Miners. Currency Boss or Trista Century, then Back the Black, then Mahatma, Pride of Kaylee, Court Order, followed by Sovereign Game, and Heaven Dancer. The early leader was last of all.
Savard a little slow to move. Special Dane is one of the first out. Exponential and Melinti began fast. Accuse away quickly. Bluebird, the word, is prominent over on the outside when they settle fully into stride, and Tricove back at the end of the field. But Special Dane led. The favourite in front from Bluebird, the word, going up on the outside. Melinti is third, so the first 3 favourites settled in front early. In behind them is Command Post, outside Modern General. Then a length and a half at the 1200 to Exponential on the outside of Mighty Impulse. 2 lengths further back is Regal Ruler Meridian, and then Accuse, and 2 lengths House of Art and 1 to Tricove. Heading to the 1000, Special Dane a neck in front of Bluebird, the word, a length and a half to Modern General. 3/4 Command Post, and then the filly Melinti on the outside, 3 deep. 1 to Mighty Impulse, Exponential. A length and a half further back, Regal Ruler over on the inside, followed by Meridian, and then 2 lengths Accuse, outside House of Art, and 2 lengths to Tricove. Now coming down towards the 700 metres. Special Dane half a length in front of Bluebird, the word, 1 Modern General, Command Post. Melinti on the outside, and 1 further back, Mighty Impulse, Exponential, hard ridden, coming to the home turn, followed by Moretti, Regal Ruler, House of Art, and a gap to Tricove, and Accused dropped out to be last at the turn. Special Dane led into the straight, a length to Bluebird, the word, Modern General over on the inside, then Command Post, Regal Ruler got up on the fence, followed further back by Mighty Impulse and then House of Art, but Special Dane shook off Bluebird, the word, shot 2 1/2 in front, now nearing the 200, a gap to Moretti getting into third place for Mighty Impulse, but Special Dane well clear, has it won. 3 lengths in front, Bluebird, the word, Moretti, Trico flashing home, but Special Dane all the way, takes the Sandown Guineas brilliantly. 3 lengths on the post to Bluebird, the word, Trico got up for third in front of Moretti. Mighty
out the back in company with Al Man's Joy. That's perfect, the inside, and Ancient Road are 2 of the early leaders. Regional Time going up to join them, and Floatershan makes a line of 4 with Biscagain going to head the lot of them. Settling down, Biscagain from That's Perfect, Floatershan, Regional Time, and then comes Graphics, followed by Ancient Road, Me No Fly, Sober Again, Opera Buff, and then Airs and Graces, followed another length and a half away by Our Alaric, and 5 Al Man's Joy. On the side, 650 left to go, and here Floatershan tackling Biscagain, the raced 4, That's Perfect, a length Regional Time. 1 1/2 to the favourite Graphic, similar gap then to Ancient Road, followed by Sober Again, Me No Fly, good margin, Airs and Graces, Opera Buff, 3 Our Alaric, 2 Al Man's Joy. Into the straight, Biscagain passes the 350 and gets away more than a length now. Second posse is Floatershan, That's Perfect next, followed by Graphics putting in her claim at a length further away, Regional Time. About 200 to go, Biscagain the leader, Graphics after it, and here's Sober Again getting right up on the inside. It's Sober Again tackling Biscagain. Biscagain the nose in front, Sober Again try to reach it. Biscagain beats Sober Again on Graphics, and then Airs and Graces. Opera Buff, Al Man's Joy made up many lengths, followed by Regional Time, and then That's Perfect, Our Alaric, further away, Me No Fly, Floatershan, and Stoneman.
Just about ready for well. Peep on the Sly began reasonably. Sweet Delight away quickly. Royal Snack is immediately diving across the heels, looking for the rails. Galilean jump well, and so did our Sumo. He's up in the first 3 or so, settling into stride, and Starbinder just behind them. Here's Sweet Delight moving up on the outside of Miss Tesla, who's gone to the lead. In behind them, Vitaman settling third, and our Sumo, it's outside. Yobro is travelling 3 wide. 1 to Galilean. Galilean. Starbinder is a length further back, a half to Grey Alex, a length and a half to Royal Snack. Peep on the Sly, one to Del Rancho, who won't settle at the moment over on the inside, followed by Skybow, and back last of all is Noble Ben Barra. 1,800 metres to go now, and Yobro at work to the lead before the turn out of the straight. Sweet Delight is second on the outside, and Miss Tesla enjoys a lovely run behind the leader, followed by Vitaman on the inside of Our Sumo. About a length further back is Galilean following the favourite, and there's Skybow taking off around the outside when they went past the 1,600. In behind them is Starbinder, being followed by Grey Alex, 2 lengths to Royal Snack. About a length and a half behind him, Peep on the Slide. Del Rancho has settled better, and Noble Ben Barra is at the back of the field. Into the back at the 1,400 now, and Yobro 3/4 in front. Skybow had moved up to be second. A length and a half to Miss Tesla, third on the inside of Sweet Delight. One then to Our Sumo in fifth, placing outside Vitaman, followed a length back by Galilean. Starbinder, one behind them, Grey Alex when they went past the 1,200. Royal Snack over on the inside, one to Peep on the Sly, and 3 lengths to Del Rancho on the inside of Noble Ben Barra. Down the back now, heading to the 1,000 metres. Yobro a length in front. Skybow is right up there today. He's running second. Miss Tesla's a length away on the inside, followed by Sweet Delight. Our Sumo stakes a claim, goes forward on the outside quickly, followed by Vitaman, and then Galilean. Peep on the Slides making a move round the outside. One further back, Starbinder, Grey Alex. 3 lengths behind them, Royal Snack, Noble Ben Barra, and 2.5 to Del Rancho. Nearing the turn now, a little over 600 to run. Yobro in front, moving up as Our Sumo to go to second. Peep on the Slide coming around the outside with Sweet Delight. Just behind them, Skybow now hard ridden, and then Galilean, and then came Miss Tesla, who needs an out when they corner. Yobro first into the straight. Miss Tesla's gone up behind her. Skybow gets a run on. Starbinder getting up on the fence. Our Sumo struggling, and here's Galilean down the outside. Yobro being tackled by Miss Tesla, Starbinder and Galilean. Galilean and Starbinder reached the lead at the 200. Starbinder ahead in front of Galilean and Miss Tesla. Starbinder and Galilean are knuckling down. Starbinder just in front. Galilean can't reach Starbinder. Starbinder are next to Galilean. 2 lengths to Miss Tesla third. Then Yobro, Grey Alex, Skybow, Vitaman and Royal Snack. Behind them to finish Del Rancho.
100 Kukulin steadied once he got to the front. About a length and a quarter now on Tri-City. Third on the inside is Ken Scored, and then Olaf, who's trapped out very wide. So Cassidy's going to have to go forward on him. And 1,400 left to go now. And Kukulin almost joined by Olaf, who's going to sit now at the girth of Kukulin. 2 Tri-City, a half to Ken's Court the inner. 2 Dynamic Blaze, 3/4 Mount the Moon, a length Blue turns to Grey. 1,200 metres out down the back of the Rosehill Gardens racecourse, and Kukulin about a length and a half now on the heavily backed Olive. 3/4 to Ken's Court. Nearly a length to Tri-City, sitting one off the rails. Dynamic Blaze tracking it. Inside of Dynamic Blaze is Mount the Moon, and Blue turns to Grey as last. In the small field, we have a grey-coloured horse leading, and the same colour running Absolute, and down the side they go to the 800 metres. Kukulin about a half to 3/4 of a length on Olive. Third is Ken's Court, fourth Tri-City. Then comes Mount the Moon, parked inside of Dynamic Blaze, and Blue turns to Grey, quietly ridden by Cameron Swan at the rear, and would be about 8 lengths off the lead, occupied by Kukulin. And coming down to the home corner at the 450, it's Kukulin, 3/4 of a length. Olive, Ken's Court parked inside of Tri-City. Then Dynamic Blaze, Mount the Moon, and Blue turns to Grey is taking off now via the Cape as they straighten for the run of the line. Kukulin, 3/4 on Olive, followed by Tri-City. Ken's Court is trying to weave clear into the open. Mount the Moon, Dynamic Blaze runs on, and then Blue turns to Grey. Plenty of hopes, 120 out. Mount the Moon joins Kukulin. Tri-City trying to get to Mount the Moon, but Mount the Moon on the Iceman ground. Coxley will win. Mount the Moon beat Tri-City. Third was Ken's Court, fourth Kukulin, then Dynamic Blaze. Olaf didn't run up to...
Away this time and caught them fairly. Gold Apache began reasonably well from the inside and going fast out wide. Proven Zam and also Headhunter. Julia Cleo is showing her customary speed, and Bridget's Image is up there with them, and wider out around the extreme outside was Percolator. They were followed by Peninsula Between Horses. Pride of Tarleton the inside. Now Proven Zam dropped back sharply there. Whether it got a check or not, I'm not sure. Manic ahead of a couple of those. Ptolomeo Ken further back. My Star followed well back by Musashi Maru, and last of all over on the inside is is Rock City. They've gone hard. They're on the side, going to the 650-metre mark now. And here the leader is Percolator. It raced around the field and shot clear. 2 to Avaton. Third, Julia Cleo. Further back in the field then came on the inside Gold Apache, Headhunter, Bridget's Image, Manic. They were followed by Proven Zam, and back in behind those then to the inside was Pride of Tarleton. Peninsula's well back, and so too at that point there was Rock City from Ptolemy Kim. But Avaton's gone to Percolator, Julia Cleo, and here comes Pride of Tarleton. Pride of Tarleton's out after Avaton at the 200. He's going to swoop after her now. Pride of Tarleton races to Avaton. Avaton can't go with Pride of Tarleton. Peninsula late down the outside and the race is all over, but Pride of Tarleton wins it well. My Star got out of the ground to run second. Third was Peninsula. Then Avaton followed by Rock City, a nice run. Ptolemy Ken also made good ground behind those, and they were followed further back then by Gold Apache. Manic made a bit of headway towards the closing stages, and they were followed further back in the field then by Masashi Maru, Headhunter, Proven Zam. Julia Cleo knocked right up and well back to Percolator after leading up for home, and Bridget's Image was eased down over the line.
Angel. They bounce out in front of Marrow Match, who began quickly down on the inside in company with Bell Reaver, Scorbic, Impulsive, and then Fairway Lass when they settled fully now. And here Prefer an Angel just the leader. Marrow Match about 3/4 back with the rail, and then a Scorbic settling down third, followed by Bionic Bess, a length and a half away fourth on the inside of Bell Reaver and Impulsive out wider. 2 lengths further back, Fairway Lass, 3/4 Vonan. About a length and a half to Queen's Rule, and they're being followed a little further back then by Palace Verdes and Bewilder, passing the 1,000 metres. Prefer an Angel, the leader. Out 3/4 on a Scorbic. Marrow Match on the rails is third from Impulsive. In behind those is Bell Reeve, and then came Bionic Bess, who won't settle well. She keeps throwing her head in the air. Vonan has whipped around the field in a flash and has dashed to the front, coming off the back. Well back is Fairway Lass, followed by Queen's Rule, Bewilder and Palace Verdes. Now Prefer an Angel boots back to join Vonan at the 600. They go together 2 lengths in front of a Scorbic. A length to Impulsive, getting to fourth, followed by Marrow Match, and then Fairway Lass when they corner. Bell Reeves hard ridden from Queen's Rule, and they're followed by well back around the outsiders, Bewilder into the straight now, and Prefer an Angel and Vonan are flattening out in front of a Scorbic. Fairway Lass running on the outside from Marrow Match and Queen's Rule. Vonan hit the front at the 200 metres, drew about a half a length in front here. Fairway Lass, a Scorbic are coming home from Queen's Rule, and Bewilder out wide. Vonan in front, Bewilder out very wide. It's Vonan clear though of Bewilder and a Scorbic, and Vonan wins it. Vonan by 2 lengths. Bewilder got up and grabbed second, I'd say, out wide. It's a photo there. Queen's Rule is with her with a Scorbic and Fairway Lass. In behind them was Palace Verdes and a break to Bell Reeve.
And then comes Mansell Bay, Energize, a length to Sovereign State. He's beaten for speed and he's trapped in no man's land. Madison Point second last, and 2 lengths to Urimbla. 700 metres to travel now. And he's a bull, keen to run about a half to 3/4 circle to Globe, a length and a half to Winning Hand. Energize, he's inside, followed between horses by Mansell Bay. Little Gibbons having no luck on Sovereign State, 5 and 6 wide from Madison Point, and a length and a half to Urimbla. Pretty well packed up the field as they travel to the corner in the Moratus Handicap. And he's a bull, first for home, 3/4 circle the Globe. Energize locked in third. Mansell Bay to the clear. Sovereign State on the outside, and then Winning Hand, Madison Point and Urimbla. They come to the 200. He's a bull nursed along. Now the rider draws the whip circle. The Globe is tackling strongly. Energize third. Sovereign State can't go on. Here's Mansell Bay with Energize. They're pouncing. Mansell Bay, Energize, the two of them going across, locked together with Mansell Bay doing this. Mansell by a half head, Energize third, circle the Globe fourth, Urimbla. Fifth, he's a bull, then Sovereign State. I had no luck on it. Followed in second last place.
Field. Off now. And Royal Discard a little slow on the inside. Quick Flick began running, and the grey goes to his favoured rollout in front of Del Sol. Coltar right up there early. Foramore, Zaccarino just behind them, followed by Cut Up Rough, and then a length further back is Expressive Cheese, Regal, Royal Discard. 3 lengths Poetic King, and back last of all is Glass Cutter. Now Quick Flick, the leader, heading to the 1,000. Out a length and a half in front of Del Sol, who races outside Coal Tar. 2 lengths to Foramore. A length to Zuccarino, followed by Cut Up Rough. On the rail, Royal Discard, Expressage between horses. 2 lengths to He's Regal, 1 Poetic King, and Glass Cutter from the back of the field today. Off the back at the 800. Quick Flick, half a length, maybe a neck in front of Coal Tar. Wonder Del Sol travelling 3 wide. Foramore fourth, the inside of Zuccarino. Next Cut Up Rough, moving up on the outside of Royal Discard and Expressage. More than 2 lengths to Poetic King, He's Regal, and Glass Cutter when they came to the turn. 4.50 to go, and Quick Flick being urged along in front by Childs. Led Coal Tar under the whip. Del Sol the outside when they corner. Foramore looking for an out for Darren Beedman. They're followed by Poetic King getting up on the inside, and then Zuccarino. Quick Flick in front. Coal Tar making a race of it at the 300, and they've got away on Foramore getting into third, and then Royal Discard. Quick Flick has got to really dig deep. Coal Tar's only a head behind, and Cut Up Rough is charging at the pair of them. Coal Tar put the nose in front. Cut Up Rough coming at it. Cut Up Rough gets to Coal Tar on the line. Cut Up Rough won it by a long neck. He's Regal flashed home. Might have grabbed second out wide from Coal Tar. Expressage rattled home from Foramore, and Quick Flick just behind them. Great finish. Glass Cutter ran on from Royal Discard. Del
Blue Valley without to conquer. Inauguration, Miss Solitaire and Shining Haze. They head down the back past the 1,100 metres. Celestial Grey shows the way. About 3/4 of a length on Dr. Squill running to second. 2 away third, Pine Puppet, a couple of lengths to Greeting. Then Amareb, Royal Hawk, Venticello, wider out Aloha Run from Inauguration out to conquer. Then Blue Valley, Shining Haze, and as they string out Miss Solitaire's last. 800 to go, and Dr. Squill exploded. And Dr. Squill for Jackson Morris. Raced about 3 lengths now on Celestial Grey. 4 lengths away third, Pine Puppet. 2 lengths to Greeting. 4 to Amareb and Royal Hawk, and then Aloha Run. Venticello is next from Inauguration out to conquer. About 2 then coming Shining Haze, Blue Valley, and Miss Solitaire's last. Around the corner, well, Jackson Morris on Dr. Squill's giving supporters a big thrill here. Dr. Squill at the 350, about 4 lengths Pine Puppet, Celestial Grey. 2 lengths to Greeting, and then comes Venticello on the extreme outside. Inauguration making ground 2 or 3 off the inside. Dr. Squill getting tired. Pine Puppet in hot pursuit with Inauguration and Greeting. They've almost got the Doctor. Pine Puppet has Inauguration trying to pick up the Puppet. Will it make it? Yes, might have just got there. Close finish. Inauguration may have just nailed Pine Puppet very tight with Greeting third, and then came Dr. Squill. At the head of the others then was Miss Solitaire, Shining Haze, Amareb, Venticello, Royal Hawk, Celestial Grey. Further back in the field was Blue Valley from Aloha Run, and out to conquer at the tail of...
Port Watch jumped nicely on the inside. Space a little lethargic at the start, has drifted back to the tail, and away well on the outside of Port Watch now was Atomic Comment. They were followed further back by King of Rubiton, and around them Chavite on the nickel is prominent from Born to Perform, and then Tambin Lad followed by Oral Sculpture, and Space Alert is about 3 deep around the turn at the 1,000 onto the side, where Port Watch controls the race at this point. A length and a half in front, second place in King of Rubiton. Atomic Comment getting a beautiful run up to second on its inside. Over on the outside, Chavite can't get into the moment. Born to Perform and Tambun Lad were next, and there's Space Alert off around them to quicken them up. Further back in the field then on the nickel, and back to the tail outside of Tambun Lad is Oral Sculpture. Space Alert moves up on the outside of Port Watch as they go to the 600, and they quicken now by a length and a half to King of Rubiton. Chavite, the outsiders, coming after them, and now goes through between horses as Space Alert drifted on the turn from Atomic Comment, and they were followed further back by Born to Perform. Nigolatso is on the nickel, and back behind them Tambun Lad, and further back then to Oral Sculpture, but Port Watch the leader. Got a couple in front down to the 200-metre mark, trying hard in second placing Chavite, and then came on the outside Space Alert, and here's Tambun Lad and Born to Perform coming late, but Port Watch in front, and Port Watch is going to pick up its first South Australian win today. Goes home to score nicely, a couple of lengths on the line. Second Tambun Lad, third then King of Rubiton, followed by Atomic Comment, and they were followed by Chavite, and wider out on the track was Born to Perform. Further back behind those then towards the...
The attack is right up there as well, with Hawksmoor and Prior Engagement settling just behind them, and a gap then to Keelan Wakapapa. At the 1,400 metres now, Prior Engagement goes through on the rails for Darren Beedman and leads, settling into stride. On the outsiders, Lycaroo, Not on Friday, settles back a length away third. Wonder Hawksmoor over on the inside, 1.5 to Anxiety Attack. Back last, or back second last of all, is Keelan and Wakapapa at the end of the field. Prior Engagement, the leader, heads to the 1,000-metre mark, 3/4 up on Lycaroo. Over on the inside, third is Hawksmoor. Not on Friday is fourth on the outside. 2 lengths Anxiety Attack on the outside of Keelan, and 2 lengths to Wakapapa. Prior Engagement is the leader, heading towards the turn at the 800 metres. Steadied down in front, hasn't run the back straight all that hard. Has a bit left, you'd think. Half or 3/4 of a length in front of Like a Roo. Wonder Hawksmoor not on Friday. 2.5 lengths further back in the field is Anxiety Attack outside Keelan, and Wakapapa last of the 7, the 600 metres nearing the turn. Prior Engagement just the leader. Like a Roo on the outside. 1.5 away on the outside then is Not on Friday. Hawksmoor over on the inside behind the leader from Anxiety Attack when they corner. Prior Engagement, Like a Roo, come round the bend. A run on the inside for Hawksmoor, or is there? Might not matter. He's not travelling all that well. On the outside now, Anxiety Attack has popped the question, followed by Wakapapa. It's Like a Roo taking a slender lead inside the 200 metres. Anxiety Attack the danger, and Wakapapa's coming home. It's now Anxiety Attack getting to Like a Roo with 50 metres to go. Like a Roo fights on tenaciously. Still has his big head in front, and Like a Roo won it by a head to Anxiety Attack. Wakapapa perhaps third. Prior Engagement's over on the inside. Not much between them. Well...
Getting into a nice position early. 2.5 to Jelly Bean Road and Rum Rustic, then Ice in Glass Emery, followed by Sovereign Kite on the last pair of Jack and Archie and Rascala. Heading to the 1100 marker, and the leader, Play It For Me, really keen to run. He's about 1.5 lengths Super Pulsar, similar margin Pete's Passion. Stony Bay, winner of almost or just over 1.4 million, racing here in a welter. He's travelling fourth, and 2.5 to Flinders Street, 4 to Ice in Glass. A length further back, Jelly Bean Road, followed closely by Rum Rustic scouting wide. Emery's on the rail, and then Sovereign Kite, Rascala and Jack and Archie is the tail ender. Working along to approach the 650, and the pilot, Play It For Me, out a length and 3/4. Second, Super Pulsar, Pete's Passion, the inside one to Stony Bay, similar margin then to Flinders Street. 2 to Ice and Glass, Emery hugging the fence, followed wider out by Rum Rustic, Jelly Bean Road. Then Jack and Archie, Rascala and Sovereign Kite whips them in, homeward bound, and Play It For Me first down the stretch, 1.5 lengths, Pete's Passion off the rails. Flinders Street called upon by Johnny Marshall, and Ice in Glass is starting to run home well. Flinders Street hits the front. Ice in Glass in hot pursuit. They beat off Play It For Me, then Emery and Jack and Archie, but Flinders Street's looking good. Johnny Marshall, 3 for the day coming up, and Flinders Street streaks away to win it. Flinders Street scores. Second is Ice and Glass, and travelling into third spot, Jack and Archie from Emery, and then came at the head of the others, Pete's Passion, Rum Rustic, Play It For Me. Rascala further away, Stony by a good margin off to Sovereign Kite, Jelly Bean Road and Super.
Of them's going to head them off at the post a lap to go. Musical Chimes getting up to fourth, just behind them now, followed by South Edge, and then came Lisa's Game, inclined to get her head up. Mathematical got up inside her, and Saturday last turning out of the straight. Out to the 1600, Raja Bell with a narrow lead here. Moving up on the outside to join it is Heart of Egypt, and they lead out by more than 2 lengths now. In behind them is running third on the inside, Musical Chimes. Graceful Emma 3/4 away fourth, and South Edge travelling wide. Next on the rail came Mathematical from Lisa's Game, and Saturday's 1.5 lengths last. They've bunched a little heading towards the turn at the 1200 metres. Only 6 or 7 lengths would cover the field. And Hutchinson has Raja Bell, the leader, into the back straight, 3/4 length clear. Heart of Egypt is running second on the outside. 2 lengths to Musical Chimes. Over on the outside is South Edge. 2 Graceful Emma, who seemed to get a slight check at that bend. 1 further back is Mathematical over on the inside, and then Lisa's Game, and 2 lengths to Saturday. At the 1,000, Rajabella half in front. Heart of Egypt, the outside, is second. 2 lengths back is Musical Chimes over on the inside of South Edge. 1 Mathematical fifth on the rail. From Graceful Emma, and then a length away is Lisa's Game. Niggled out a little when they hit to the 800 turn, and Saturday on the last 8 or 9 from the leader. Coming down the side, Rajabella about a long neck in front. From Heart of Egypt, South Edge going up a length away. Musical Chimes needing a run just behind them. Graceful Emma stakes her claim, and then came Lisa's Game starting a run wide out, followed by Saturday and Mathematical over on the inside. Rajabell still the leader at the 500, a neck in front. Heart of Egypt hard at it. On the inside, Musical Chimes just needs a run. She's travelling well before the turn. Graceful Emma coming around the outside when they corner. 300 to go. Rajabell got a length in front. Musical Chimes runs up behind her. Just needs a Heart of Egypt to drop off on the outside. She can get a run through, but Rajabell led 2 lengths into the straight. Musical Chimes into the clear. Heart of Egypt on the outside, and then Lisa's Game. Rajabell in front, getting tired. Heart of Egypt. Musical Chimes in the centre, and Lisa's Game. Heart of of Egypt, and now Lisa's Game on the outside. Lisa's Game got up and won it by a head to Heart of Egypt second. Musical Chimes probably grabbed third, and Rajabel just weakening out of it fourth on the inside. Then Saturday a gap to Mathematical, Graceful Emma, and back last of all is South Edge.
The field of 13 underway in the opening event. Sea Rebel down near the inside began well. You Call Me going up to join it, and Lang Wade comes up into third placing. Been a Long Time is fourth. Phantom Bay going to fifth, and Dreams Are Free is popping right onto the rails to be in sixth placing. Then came Bow Chief inside Tidy Tom, followed by Star Finishes on the outside there of Sir Sid. A couple of lengths then to She Zeal, followed by Express Lane, and about 5 lengths away came Casac. Down the back stretch towards the 1100 metres mark, and Lang Wade keen to lead is up on the outside here of You Call Me, and they're matching their motors. 3 lengths in front. Sea Rebel is third. Then came Phantom Bay on the outside of Been a Long Time. 2 lengths away, Dreams Are Free going well in sixth. Then came Bow Chief, followed along by Tidy Tom. Next one, Star Finish outside of Young Sid. 2.5 lengths further back, then came Express Lane, who's on the outside of She Zeal, and 4 lengths away came Casac. They're on the side of the track to the 700 metres mark, and still this pair cutting at one another. Lang Wade the outside, You Call Me on the rail. You'd reckon they'd both have to collapse eventually. They're 4 lengths in front of Sea Rebel. To the outside, Phantom Bay putting in a good burst to fourth. Then came Been a Long Time. Dreams Are Free, the favourite, is taken away from the rail and starts to make some ground. Then came Tidy Tom, and further back was Star Finish, and Express Lane taken to the extreme outside. In the straight, coming to the 300 metres mark, and Phantom Bay is starting to issue the challenge. Lang Wade, and on the inside, You Call Me, tackled by Phantom Bay, and Dreams Are Free joining in 4 wide inside the 200 metres mark, and Dreams Are Free out wide might have its head in front. Phantom Bay trying to rally back. Tidy Tom with a late run. Dreams Are Free just in front of Phantom Bay. The top weight's coming away now, and the first favourite's home at Caloundra. Dreams Are Free has won from Phantom Bay and Tidy Tom. You Call Me battled on well to get fourth after being attacked all the way. Then came Express Lane, followed by She Zeal, not a bad run. Then Been a Long Time, Bow Chief, followed in by, further back then was Lang Wade in company with Young Sid. Further back was Sea Rebel, Casac, and dropping out to the rear was the one that attacked the leader, and that was Lang Wade.
Horses on the way to the start here for race 2 on the program, aptly named the Radio Sports 927 Handicap, a race over 1,200 metres, restricted for 3-year-olds. Here I'm going with the filly in number 6, Queen Marauding. If you didn't know Betty, you'd think she was a big colt. Gee, she's a magnificent filly. Last start winner at Seymour. She's won 2 of her 3 starts. Looked excellent going out. I marked her on top of a horse here, also number 4, that looks very well in Dominating. Not far behind a good class field at the Bendigo Cup meeting recently. He's a big, strong horse. He looked excellent. The top weight Stenner, a very well-bred colt, this fellow. He does look well, but I can see a bit more improvement coming out of whatever he achieves here today. He will improve. He's a nice horse. Have a good look at him. Also, of the others, the 5 here, Royal Agenda, very fit and did look very well. So for race 2 on the program, I went 6, 4, 1... and 5. Good luck.